You want your vintage windows to lock, but how do you install the lock? How do you solve the most common problems? How do you close the gap? Hi everyone, I'm Ty, founder of Old Home Rescue, and we believe we save the future by rescuing the past. On this channel, we help educate you on how to get your house right with reviews and how-tos and tips that we have learned restoring and repairing hundreds of vintage old houses. If this is your first time on our channel, I really want to encourage you to support our mission by subscribing. Finally, please check out the links and resources in the description below. At Old Home Rescue, we restore hundreds of vintage wood windows every single year. And the last step to any good window restoration is to install new hardware, specifically the sash lock. And this is a great thing to do if you're restoring windows, but it's actually just a great way to freshen up your house by restoring or installing new hardware, sash locks, and lifts. In this video, I'll show you not only how to install the locks, but how to close the meeting rail gap, solve common problems, and towards the end of this video, I'm going to give you a bonus tip on how to get your lock to work when the sash doesn't align. Question out there for everybody: refurbish or replace, and why? Leave your experience for the community in the comments below. Be sure to stick around to the end. I've got a special gift for all of our YouTube subscribers. Now, let's get started with the tutorial. So this video, I'm definitely gonna be needing a Phillips head screwdriver. Something with a sharp end, like a chisel or a 5-in-1. I'm using some toothpicks, and you'll see why I need the toothpicks here in just a minute. And I'm using a 12-volt drill with an 1/8" drill bit. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to have to remove the old lock and keep. So there we go. Lock is off right there. And now I'm ready to take the keep off. Same as before, I'm just going to take, and I can get my 5-in-1 or my chisel out, but I just need to clean out the slot there so that this screw will come out a little easier. And then these should be able to back out simply by hand. And there you go. There you go, the keep. A lot of you are going to think you might want to break the drill out to remove these old screws. Most of them will be slotted. Don't. You're not going to save any time, and you're most likely going to strip out the old slotted screw head. Now, let's install the lock. I'm going to check and see how my window sets here. And this window, the lower sash is sitting above the upper sash by about 1/8 of an inch. And that's going to cause a problem when I go to put my lock on. Here's my catch. When I go to put my lift on, my lift is raising it up. So I got to try to solve this problem. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure there's nothing in my track that's out my window to shut. No, it's pretty good. And then I'm gonna make sure that the window is shut all the way, but this sucker is pretty much painted shut. And now I could take the whole window apart and I could completely dismantle it, figure out what the issues are, adjust those issues by trimming and planing and squaring. I'm gonna show you an easy bonus tip to get this window to lock and align without any mess or any additional tools. And for that, I'm gonna be using a sash shim. These are available on our Old Home Rescue website, and they're really handy, they're really great. They come in 1/8 of an inch and 1/16 of an inch, and a tool to use when your windows are only slightly unaligned. And this is a perfect example of that. So right there I can tell, I've got that on there, I check it again, and that is setting nice and square. So here's where I'm gonna use my toothpicks to fill in the old holes. And so I'm just gonna pack these things in there until really no more will fit. These break off pretty easy as you're pushing them in there. And I'll go ahead and get the lock side as well. I'm going to be installing a traditional brass sash lock on this beautiful Mesta Park window. Okay, so I've got my sash lock shim here, and I'm going to kind of position it, and then I'm going to line this up. Now, here's what I want. I want my lock and my shim to butt right up against. So vision, like I want it to be right there because it needs to be all the way at the end so that it'll pull the sash together. And that's what's going to reduce air infiltration, is closing this gap right here. So, got that set there. Okay, so I've brought that all the way to the front. We're just going to pull it shut, and then I'm just going to use this little awl tool, but I could also use my pencil, and I'm going to mark just right about where I want that at. Looks like one lines up with the old lock, the other one doesn't quite. The pattern's just a little bit different here. And now I'm going to take my drill, make sure I'm on my mark, drill those holes. The lock I'm using is the Old Home Rescue traditional lock. It's got a great build quality. It's solid brass. Next up, I'm going to put the lock on. Now, notice the lock here. You've got a flat side and you've got a curved side. The flat side goes towards the outside, towards the upper sash meeting rail. The curved side goes towards the inside. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see if it'll fit under. Fits under just fine. And I want it to position it so it'll have some friction and it'll actually pull. I don't want it to scratch, but I do want it to pull. And there we go. It's hard to catch on video, but what I'm going for is I can definitely feel friction. I'm not scratching the lock, but I can definitely feel friction, and I know I'm pulling the sash together. And there we go. We've got a great installed lock. Simple and easy. Now, in this video, I've talked a lot about the different parts of a window, like the meeting rail. If you want to learn more about the parts of a window, check out our video, What is a Double Hung Window? Finally, for watching this video all the way through, I have a special gift for you. In the description below is a discount code that you can use at oldhomerescue.com to save 5% on anything in our store. Thank you for watching Old Home Rescue, where we save the future by rescuing the past. It's been such a pleasure in this video to help you get your house right. I want to encourage you to support our mission by subscribing and check out our links and resources in the description below. And until next time, remember, you can RIY, rescue it yourself, and we're here to help.